The desert. It's hot, sandy, and completely devoid of water. Pretty much a terrible place for humans to live, right?
I don't like sand.
Yet, in recent years, more and more cities and incredible feats of engineering have sprung up in these desolate places, and it's largely down to the abundance of oil beneath the ground. Anyway, hello fellow engineers and welcome to Cities Skylines, where today we're going to be trying to replicate the real-world desert building phenomenon, starting out with nothing, pillaging the land of all of its oil, and building some huge-ass skyscrapers. But this is going to be a little bit more challenging because in City Skylines, generally you need a water source to be able to do anything in the game. So to allow your citizens to drink, you'd generally get a water pumping station, or perhaps you could put a water tower in. But no, I'm giving myself the challenge of there is no water on this map. We have to engineer our own solution to this problem. It's as dry as, well, a desert actually. But there is lots of oil. And as a disclaimer, I have turned off the infinite demand mod and the infinite money mod. But I've still unlocked everything, so we can get straight into the oil industry. Look how black this place is. Okay, so first off, we got 715 grand. So I guess let's do a sort of road layout. Now, we want to do this cheap, so we're going to do this with a 2-lane gravel road. So yeah, you're going to be coming from a 3-lane motorway straight onto a gravel roundabout. I'm sure that's safe. Let's take a road off in, I guess, this direction. We'll just go straight for now. First off, let's paint an industry area. So this is going to be our oil industry. Something like that for now should be fine. And we're going to call this place Black Gold Inc. with a K. And of course, we need to build our oil industry main building. So that's 30 grand, 240 quid a week, but it should pay for itself in no time. So we'll shove that there. And now you can see we have a start because we are in the oil industry. So we need to get some barrels on the go. I love as well. We got like one worker who's just like walking around like scratching his head because unfortunately the building has no power, it has no water, so not running very well. I'm hoping though I can still make money once I get a few oil pumps going. So I've shoved one of them down. They look like they're working. They are pumping away. Again, they need water and power. It seems we cannot produce the oil. We can't pump it until we get these things set up. Now, because we can't use water, we can't pump it, we need another solution. And what I would like to call a pollution, not solution, pollution. Because yes, you've guessed it, we are going to be making a sewage treatment plant and turning that into clean water. Now, I'm not entirely sure how this is going to work because I feel like I need to kickstart my population. I need people in order for them to poo, in order for me to turn the poo into water. Let's get a road in down there, and then let's start getting some poopers down. So both sides of there, we have residential areas going in. So hopefully people start moving in, and then they'll probably complain that there's no power and water and stuff. So we'll work on electricity next. Probably makes sense to do an oil-powered plant, right? It does create a lot of pollution, so I probably could do that down here. I feel like to start with though, I can't pump that until we have electricity, so we're gonna have to use renewable energy to kickstart this. 2 of those up there, that's producing 16 megawatts. Then we need to do some pylons. We'll go down to there. Yes, okay, we're good. They're not complaining about power, it's just water now. As are our newly moved in residents. Wow, people really moved in quick there. Next up then, we need to try and turn their poo into drinking water. This will get the cycle going. So I'm pretty sure this is like almost going to be realistic because in the real world, we do just poo. We put it all in like a large storage tank, sort of filter it out a bit, clean it up, and then we just send it back to the sea, back to the rivers. So we want a water drain pipe. Oh my god, it's huge. I forgot how big these were. We want to shove it in that end, I believe. Boosh. And then we're going to use pipes, which cost money, remember. We've got to try and be fairly sensible with this. We're going to go under the road, under the roundabout, and up to here, so that they're at least connected to the sewer. And then I'm hoping we should see some poo come out of here. Yeah, there it is. There it is. Right, I think it's filling up. Right, let's hit pause before this goes too far, because what I need to do do, I need to split this down the middle with a berm. Right, so this is good. You can clearly see there's poo filling up this side, and there's nothing in these two. So I'm going to put a channel through here. So that's going to go straight across like that. And then at the back, I'm going to do a higher level channel like up there, like that. Man, this is like being back at my old job, doing drainage engineering. So we're then going to use these little guys, the floating garbage collector, because as we've learned from... Oh man, they're huge. I forgot how small this is, like compared to the Pookano in Engitopia. But yeah, essentially, these will clean the water. So if we can just ram these in, the theory is, as the poo sort of washes through it, it should get cleaned. And then as more poo ends up down here, I'll add more in this area. And then hopefully, by the time the water comes through here, it should be completely clean, meaning we can then give all of our citizens some drinking water. Oh, look, everyone's driving in now. Yeah, looking pretty good. We do need to start thinking about, like, can you see everyone's sort of, they're complaining. There's services people want that they're not currently getting. I need to focus on this water first, though. All right, well, annoyingly, even fast forwarding, it seems the game is glitching out. The water's going through the floor. Why does it do this? Oh, no. All of our buildings have been abandoned. We didn't get water in time. I'll tell you what, though, we can have a look at the water quality. Yeah, because actually, can you see there? We got some brown on that corner, but over here it's blue. So perhaps it might be too close, but perhaps we can... Oh, yes. Look, there's blue coming out the back. Okay, so it is pumping some water. Yeah, they're not complaining anymore. Oh, wait, it stopped. Okay, I think it stopped because maybe we need another one of these. We need, like, more sewage coming in. All right, I've added another one in the hope that the turtle surge, it might actually... Yeah, I think is it pushing more water down? There's a bit more frequent supply of water now. People, they're still complaining, but I think it's better at least. All right, so for now, I think we need more industry. We need more commercial, because these guys, they got nothing to do, and we want to keep them here so they keep pooing so that we have water. We're just using these citizens essentially. All right, so let's come out this way, and then that can all be commercial, and then industrial down that side. Of course, they will all require water as well, so we're gonna have to go from there up that way. That's another grand spent. Right, we need to sort our money out because we're losing 8 grand a week. We are pumping oil though. We've got the workers over here working very hard, as you can see. I think I'm going to spend 30 grand storing the oil. That means we can then pump more. So here we go. This is looking a lot better. And yeah, we've sold our first 8 barrels. We made 320 quid. Which means hopefully our profit will get there. Weekly profit minus 160. But I think perhaps now we should be okay as we start to fill this up. Oh no, everyone's got sick and died. Oh, bloomin' out. I was like, oh look, loads of demand for residential. It's because everyone's dead and sick. All right, so another road, come up this way, and then I think I'm gonna connect them like that, and then we can shove more residentials down there, and then we'll start doing services up here. So we've got a medical clinic, we've got a small fire station, small police station, and then some schools. I mean, I should probably put a cemetery in as well, shouldn't I? Let's shove one of those in the middle of the roundabout. Lovely. All right, a little bit worried there might be a link between the pumping of water and the illness that everyone seems to be experiencing. I'm fairly certain that water is not clean though. All right, let's try and have a little... Oh no, we're out of money completely. Minus 18 grand a week. Whoa, pause it a second. What's costing so much? Schools aren't that expensive. Oh no, I've got a bankruptcy alert already. This isn't how oil money's meant to happen. I thought I just put a drill in the ground and then I'm rich. All right, they're going to give me 50 grand. That's like 2 weeks worth. I'm going to take it anyway. I don't think it's going to help though. Look at all this traffic. There's definitely demand for our oil. We just need to get it out somehow. Oh, also we got garbage piling up as well. All right, we'll bung a landfill site down there because we need to really. Yeah, but we need to make this place profitable. Now, why isn't it profitable? That is the question. So they're importing oil products too large. So where are they coming from? Why have they brought oil in? Did I get the wrong end of the stick with this building? Right, empty. I think I've been buying... Have I been buying oil? Yeah, look, I'm an idiot. I was importing oil. spent 2 grand on it. Thankfully, I think we're good now. We should start making profit soon, hopefully, maybe. Right, so industry, there we go, there we go. So we are making some cash. 2.5 grand income, 600 quid expenses. We're making 1,600. Oh, that's just gone down. We're making 1 grand. Question is, how do we make more? I mean, we're sort of out of money now as well. All right, time to take a loan. I reckon 200 grand. As long as we can make 30 grand to pay it back in 520 weeks, we should be fine. Let's take that. We're up to 186 grand. I'm going to invest this into bigger pumps. I think a lot. Yeah, that's what we want. A large oil drilling rig. All right, come on. Pump the land of its natural resources. Oh, we're out of electricity. I tell you what, now it's time then. Let's get the oil power plant on the go. Because that will pretty much be free to maintain now. Because we're producing so much oil. But yeah, look at the power output. 120 megawatts. Oh, yes. And look at the oil profit. 2.5 grand a week. Now, the main thing with trying to get these working is we need some educated people, which we don't have. And I think because they keep dying before they're old enough to have gone to school and got an education. We just really need to fix this water issue. And it might be beyond my control. Anyway, let's see what we can do. Right, so water's making it around here over to that end. Okay, that's actually good. That's what I wanted, sort of. Oh, these are 50 grand a pop. Blooming hell. I feel like if I can get these to go in a channel, then we'll be much better off. So let's move these down to here. And then let's build a channel so it all ends up down the bottom. So assuming I haven't glitched anything, if we fast forward, we should see the water comes through here and ends up clean. All right, maybe I need another sewage outlet. Unfortunately, we're minus 70 grand. All right, we're going to have to raise taxes for everyone. Everything is now 15% tax. The budget, we're going to have to lower electricity. Garbage is 8 grand. Oh, is that the water cleaners? That's probably the water cleaners. I've just taken all the loans. It's not enough. We're still 24 grand too low. All right, demolish these abandoned buildings. More people move in, then we'll get more tax out of them, right? Right? Yeah, these guys are complaining about the tax rate now as well. All right, let's get some high density involved. So like high density means more people, which might mean more jobs. I'm gonna have to turn taxes down. Everyone's kicking off. Everyone's kicking off. They're gonna quit, aren't they? You know, 12%. Okay, they seem all right with 12%. We're getting all these built. Ooh, that is good. That's a lot more poo, a lot more water. Oh, look, the weekly income is dropping. Well, not drop. It's doing the opposite. It's going up. Yeah, I think because all these people are paying tax. All right, we just need to educate you all, and then we should be good, right? Yeah, so what I'm learning is building a city in the middle of the desert that has no natural resources like water that you need. It's blooming expensive. All right, I've got no money, but there's huge demand for people to live here. So what I might do, I might have to start demolishing some of these like smaller residences and replace it with high density just to try and sort of make the most of this. I wish I built more blooming roads at the start, I'm not gonna lie, but if we get these high-rise buildings on the go, they hold a lot more people, and water seems to be working. Like this solution working out okay, I think. No one's complained about water for ages. Right, so the new plan is we just leave this running and sort of whenever there's a building to be demolished, we demolish it so we get someone new build in its place. But we're sort of at the point where on occasion we're making profit. We're just minus about £1 grand a week at the moment. So our total bank balance, we owe 500 grand, 500,000 quid. But once we have a bit of a selling purge of oil, we are good. You will notice occasionally we're getting that symbol which says there's not enough buyers for our oil. But look how close we are to profit. Come on, just go green, go green. Yes, we made 200 quid. We made 500 quid. So yeah, I reckon the longer we leave this, the better. So I'll see you in a few hours where hopefully we're back into the positive and we don't owe anyone anything. Right, so we fast forwarded a good nearly a decade and it's working. We're in the... Oh, wait. We're back in the negative. No, there you go. There you go. Look, we're in the positive. We're in the positive. So we have actually kind of made money. I've been expanding this a bit as well, tweaking taxes and all sorts. Now, population, we're nearly up to 3,000 people, which means the cash has started to fly in. So I guess we're sort of proving this is working. And I don't know how, but I've made like a funky pattern, which I feel is very like oil baron-esque. Speaking of which, over here, most of these have like loads of jobs now. So yeah, 38 out of 50 workers. That one's 36. So these little ones, they're all full, which means we are actually finally raking in the money. So what it might be doing, because we want more money, we're sort of wasting this. We are making oil, but there's also petroleum and plastics to be dealing with. So I am thinking, let's extend our roads like back here a bit. And then this is going to be quite an investment, but we can build one of these to process the sludge. A petrochemical plant to make petrol and chemicals. Oil waste refining to help with the petroleum as well. This one will help us get plastics. And then we should be good. Breathe in the fumes of money. You'll be pleased to know I have now paid off all my loans as well, so that is good. Less money going out each month, and I'm hoping this will send us to the next level, and perhaps we can start doing some of the crazy engineering projects like huge skyscrapers, because I don't think this is enough engineering for one little desert civilization. And honestly, I cannot believe the water is working. Oh, at the start, I thought I was doomed, but it is actually working. All right, so these guys are complaining they're not getting enough resources. I think that's just because the road network, like you sort of have to sneak up here. I don't actually know. Can you build a bridge with a dirt road? Is that a thing? Because what I'm thinking, if I can stop all my tankers from like using this, like perhaps come off here like a bit earlier. Let's come over here and then... Oh, we can do a gravel road bridge. Ooh, interesting. All right, so if I connect that down there, then hopefully our traffic will bypass this roundabout and all these crazy junctions. I mean, I think someone just got run over in front of me. Thankfully, I like clipped through a building, so we just about missed it. But oh, it is carnage down there. I don't like it. All right, there we go. So we got these lorries using that now. Gravel road straight into the motorway. I'm sure they're not covering this in stones and stuff. Yeah, people are complaining about lack of electricity. What's going on there? Oh, look, we're in the yellow. I did turn the weekly expense down on that, so let's wang that back up a bit. Let's go up to 80% production. Because we're making like $5,000 a week at the moment. So yeah, you can see in here now, we're now making petroleum and plastics. I think it's the petroleum that sort of made our money go positive. But yeah, things are looking good. Might be worth getting a few more oil pumps on the go. Oh, something I've just noticed as well. We've got two competing large oil rigs here. So we've got this one on the right, which you can see is called Engineer Rig. Their production rate is 11,000 units per week. They are doing fantastically. They're doing the industry proud. This one on the left is called Arc Rig Tech. Yeah, that's the best one I could come up with. Their production rate is 0 units per week. 0. 34 workers, 0 units per week. So it turns out whatever industry you're in, you're always going to have engineers and architects. All right, well, anyway, let's pump some more oil. I reckon let's get some more large rigs going. Because, yeah, still plenty of oil around. Plenty of oil. It's basically unlimited at this point. Right, so we're at the point where the city has expanded drastically. The trouble is our original water source. If we go out the cinematic camera, people over this way, they're struggling for water. And since we're making a good like $6,000 a week now, it's probably worth we can make like another one of these. Hopefully, it might be more successful. So what I'm thinking to try and save on the glitch side, rather than digging down, I'm going to try and dig up. And what we're going to do, I think we're going to do like fairly large settling pond. So we've sort of got like a curved area. And if I just grab a few of the sewage outlets, and then my thought here is they will sort of fill up this thing. And then if we fill this middle section, we can sort of make like a long sort of lake thing. And then I am just going to take a big grant. So we'll apply for that. Oh, we've been granted. That's nice. Because now we want to fill this area with the cleaners. If we just do like this sort of thing, then the theory is these will kick out the pollution. I've done 2 of these so they connect together. So you can see poo coming out, getting cleaned as the water works along. And then it should just work along this channel where, look, it's nice and clean. And then it heads to the pumps. So overall, I think that's a really efficient way of making water in the desert. And hopefully this will work a lot better than my original one, because I have actually used engineering this time. And wow, that is really making some water. However, check out the monthly bill. Oh boy, minus 17 grand. Yep, making water in the desert is expensive. expensive because each one of these costs £1,000 per week to upkeep. I'll tell you what, actually, I might actually turn a few of them off. But now no one is complaining about water over this side. And of course, it means we can keep expanding our city and then keep expanding our industry. I'll tell you what, look, we're back in the positive. We are back in the positive already. I think I'm starting to understand why we build cities in the desert. This is going incredible. Yet the plastics are being made. That's £6,000 a week without all the taxes from other industries. Literally just the oil that is paying for everything. Look, £10,000 a week. Just the plastic industry is paying for the water so people can drink here. And what do we do with all this money, may you ask? We not only keep pumping oil, but I think it might be time to lose the oil power plant. We don't have enough fuel because we are actually selling all the oil we have. So slight problem with power at the moment. However, we have money, and since we're in the desert, we're going to get a solar power plant because it just makes sense. So that is much better. The city is booming. However, we need to show off to other countries that our city is booming. So as you enter the city via the overly complex highway junction, you'll be driving along and you'll see in the distance the high-rise buildings. And as you get closer, you will realize, oh yes, this is an oil country, all right. So first off, you can take the first turning to Bakr. If you look closely, you'll see the attention to detail isn't great, but things are often built in a rush when spending oil money because we're always scared that the oil price will drop, etc. But first off, we have the incredible arch, a lovely symbol of engineering, and beyond that you can see, a tower. Yes, it's got a revolving restaurant. Meanwhile, we have the high-rise district. Obviously, this is the financial center of the place. Just ignore the dirt roads. We still need to upgrade those at some point. Although people still do drive their Lamborghinis about on here, because why wouldn't you? Anyway, next up on our tour, if we head past where all these peasants live, we can head up this hill, because oh my, what a journey this is. A private driveway. Someone is making a very long trek up. Why are you going up there? Is she holding tools? Faith Wright. Oh, she's a cleaner at the oppression office. I didn't even type that. That's literally what the game came up with. Oppression office. It knows we're in the desert. Anyway, up here, we don't actually call this the oppression office. We call this Casa de Mat. Yes, this is where the engineer of this place lives. He looks over at what he has accomplished, knowing that efficient engineering made all of this possible. So yes, for now, we'll say peace, love, and oppression makes the world go round, as well as oil. Bye, guys!